What do you know, what do you do, what do you say, my YouTube viewers? Retro Pro Frank with part 3 of the bartop arcade build here. Things are going pretty good. As you can see, I mounted the monitor. I did that off camera, sorry guys. But I'm going to take you in the back and let you see what we did here. I couldn't do it myself. That's something that you're going to need a friend for sure. But before I do that, I want to kind of go over what we're going to do in this episode here. We're going to try to get the front of this complete as much as possible, okay? When I say the front of it, I like to put my fluorescent light in today, okay? My plexiglass with my Marquee and my Bezel. Hopefully we can tackle that today. And since I'm working in this area, I'm also going to add a master on-off switch, okay? So this is going to be wired directly into the computer's PC, and it looks like, it actually looks like it is an arcade button, right? So we're going to drill a hole for that up top. We're going to run the wires together all the way down to the power of the PC board. Okay, so this essentially is going to replace the PC on-off switch. And we're going to mount it probably somewhere up here, okay, or here, somewhere in the back there. So I want to get this front area completely closed off and pretty much finished. The same with this, okay? Now this was fun. Took 2 people to do. Guys, don't even attempt doing this yourself, okay? It was pretty difficult. I did it before on the other MAME arcade cabinet there, but I needed an extra pair of hands. You know, to do it one person, unless somebody knows a trick I don't know, you know, I'm not risking breaking a TV, okay? So yeah, so we're going to get the front of this done. So we got picked up from Lowe's today. Nice fluorescent bulb here. I was going to go with the LEDs, but stuff, you know what, I got so much stuff on eBay waiting to come in to finish this project. It's unreal, and I want to be able to give you guys some videos, you know what I mean? I want to be able to build this with you guys. That's what we're doing. We're building this cabinet. So I'm just going to throw this one up there. It's wired with on-off switch. We're going to put a separate on-off switch, and I might actually install it somewhere here, okay? So you can, with a flip of a switch right here, you can turn it on and off, okay? It's something small, black, okay? So that's going to go up there, all right? I don't know if I'm just going to silicone it down, hot glue it down. It doesn't take much. Okay, and then we're going to run some wires from the speakers. So these are my wires here that are running to my wires. We're going to solder those onto the speakers today. And this is going to be the amplifier running the whole system here. I don't know yet where I'm going to mount this. I might mount it on this board or down in this board here, maybe even in the back. But I want it somewhere where I can reach to it quickly without opening up the back panel or anything, okay? We got our plexiglass that goes up in here. Okay, so we're going to sandwich the Marquee in between. Okay, this is just a peel off protective layer so the plexiglass doesn't get scratched. Okay, guys, make sure you peel this off so you can see that there. Okay, and yeah, we're going to get the I got the bezel glass here. We're going to mark it all out where we're going to have to tape off the area of the glass, because to fill in this space here, we're just going to use some regular old cheap spray paint on the glass just to hide this gap all the way around. Okay, we're going to leave a dot there for the sensor. Okay, so we can still turn it on and off by the converter there. And yeah, that should be pretty much good for a 3rd episode. Okay, let me take you around back and show you how we mounted the monitor here. Okay guys, so here's how we mounted the monitor on that piece of wood there. So what I did was I actually brought the TV right to Home Depot's, or Lowe's. And I got the proper screws that fit in the back with some nice big heavy duty washers there, okay? And it's just mounted that way onto the side. And the TV is nice and even, okay? I drew a center line here of the wood and then measured out each way to make it nice and even, so we got the same gap on this side as we do on this side and as we do up top, and same as the bottom. So yeah, so that took me and my buddy couple minutes to get it in, but it's at a place where I like right now, so yeah, that's pretty good. And you know what, I got enough space back here. I might be able to put that small form computer right in here without ripping it apart. I don't know, we'll see. You know, I got a lot of room in the bottom there. That might just slide right in, but I do need to keep some room in there for the controls and all the wiring for that, so I got to keep that in mind as well. Let's bring it back to the front. Alright guys, so first things first, we're going to mount this guy right here, okay? So this is going to be the master on-off switch. I just need to drill a hole for that. You need a 1 1/8 drill bit for that. And I think we're just going to put it right here. Okay, I want to get this section all closed off. So let's just go right about here. hold on. Okay, boys and girls, we're going to get a little bit smarter here. I'm going to hook up a vacuum just so I don't make a mess up here in the man cave. Okay, boys and girls, so here she is. That's going to be the master on-off switch for the arcade. That's going to be wired directly right to the computer. You can see the mini micro switch right here. So the wires are going to run down there. Okay, so next step, let's get these speaker wires back there so we don't have to dig for them later. Okay, boys and girls, you can see they're connected there. Okay, and I am going to go over them with some solder. Okay, but for now, you know what? I can go over them with the solder through the back afterwards. For now, they're good. Okay, so let's move on. Let's put this fluorescent light in. You know what, guys? I'm the type of guy that those wires up there not being soldered is really going to bug me, especially even just for now. So right now, I got my soldering iron heated up. It's heating up right now, as well as my hot glue gun. So this is the fluorescent right here, okay? So it's just one of those cheap lows with the switch here, okay? I have another switch that I'm going to splice this line after. So all I'm going to do with this is pretty much glue it in like that. That's all she needs. So yeah, once I get the solder on these, I'm going to hot glue this son of a gun on there right there. Okay, and we almost got the Marquee working, guys, okay? I can actually put it right on top of the speaker. Be perfect. Okay, guys, we got them all soldered here, okay? Both of them might be a little bit hard to see in there, but yeah, I had to get that done. Now, when you're soldering, okay, you don't want to heat up, like you just want just enough to keep it from moving, you know? Like you just, it's not like you're gluing it together there. It's just enough to keep the connection there nice and clean and strong, okay? So what you do is you actually heat up the terminal and the wire. You don't heat up the solder. But anyway, if you guys want to know about soldering, just YouTube it, and there'll be people showing you how to do it. So let's move on to the light now. Okay, guys, I actually went over that one solder point again. It was a little bit loose. Okay, so now that this light is a plastic light, guys, I think we should be okay with just hot gluing it down. It's not heavy at all. It's not metal. Those speakers aren't like 10-inch subs where they're gonna, you know, pound or anything like that. I'm thinking about just gluing them right to the top of the speakers. You know, it should be fine. Okay, now you want to bring the light a little bit close as possible. I've seen people put like aluminum foil behind it. I don't think it's necessary. So I'm just gonna apply some hot glue and let's see how she goes. Okay, I think we're good there. You know what? That's pretty sturdy, believe it or not. I went in the back there and I put a couple dabs of glue in the back there for us, and it looks pretty good, guys. So yeah, so now we can move on to the Marquee. Okay, guys, the Marquee was a little bit of a fight here. It was kind of difficult to get the right one to the exact size because this is a custom cabinet. A lot of the Marquees are kind of already preset to 26 by I think 8 or 26 by 6 inches. Okay, so this was a bit of a custom color, custom size. So I had to call in a favor from a good friend of mine. Okay, now I'm very, very lucky to have this friend, my buddy B Diddy. You guys have seen him on the channel before. B Diddy, thank you very much. He actually printed out the graphics for this. He printed out the graphics for this, my main cabinet. You can see the graphic that he designed for me there. And all I did was take the PDF file down to Staples, they printed it off, it was 15 bucks. Like the ones on eBay, they want I think like 40, 50 bucks delivered. $15. I called in a huge favor from a good friend, my boy Brian B. Diddy. Thank you very much. And he also made this one. So yeah, let me pull that out and show you guys what it's going to look like. Okay guys, you ready? Look at this beautiful piece of art my friend has actually cropped to size, put on a PDF for me. Thanks a lot, B. Diddy. You're a lifesaver. Okay guys, so let's mark this out against the plexiglass. We're going to cut it out and we're going to install it up top and see how she looks. Okay, so I got it cut. I got it sandwiched between two pieces of plexiglass here. Let's pop it in and see how she looks. Oh, look at that, guys. That just really changed the look of this. Here, look at that. Wowzers. That's looking pretty awesome, man. You can't really tell with the glare, but that is looking really sick. Okay, now once this chrome T-molding comes in, I ordered it from the Palladium store in Toronto, and that's going to look frigging awesome. Good fit, good cut. Okay, now let's move on to the bezel here. Okay, and let's get that done. Okay guys, so for the bezel here, I'm going to use the same technique that I used on my big arcade. Okay, so just follow with me here, guys. What you want to do with the glass, guys, is put the glass into position. My glass is already in position. I'm sorry about the glare, guys, okay? That's only temporarily. You want to take a Sharpie, okay, and you want to mark just the corners of the TV, okay, because the rest is going to be spray painted on the other side. So, I'm going to get in here right now. I'm going to mark this corner, that corner, this corner, this corner, this corner, this corner, this corner, this corner right there, okay? Okay, now that I marked those corners, all in the middle here where the screen is, that's going to be taped off completely, okay? So that the paint only goes around the frame of the bezel here. So when you put it forward, it's all painted black. You don't see behind it. You won't see any of that plywood behind. You're just going to see the screen, then you're going to see the black painted bezel. So I'm going to take this out, tape it off, okay? And I'm going to remember to draw a circle where the sensor is, because I got to put a sticker over there because we can't get paint on the sensor as well. Okay, we're going to take this out, we're going to tape it up, bring it to the back, spray paint it up, let it dry, and then we'll pop it in. I taped it all up after I marked it, so that's what you want. You want to tape off the screen area because that part you don't want to be painted, same with this. So now we're going to paint the entire thing and then we're going to peel this tape off. And when we do that, it's going to keep the center part where the screen is clear and clean and the outer part, the perimeter, completely painted. I even had one of these round stickers from a strip here. Okay, just pull that off and put it right over the sensor so that the sensor still has a pathway for the remote to work. So yeah, let me go paint this up, let it dry, and throw it in. So we're in the backyard here. We got some of the spray paint here, so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay. So the first coat seems to be dry, actually maybe not too dry, but let's just go ahead and hit it with a second coat. Okay, now your first coat is the most crucial. You want it to look smooth against the glass, okay? Second coat, just to like a backup, you know? So there's no point in painting onto the tape. Okay, and yeah, so you want to do that about 2 or 3 times and she's good. Bring you guys back to the front. Okay guys, here it is. I hope it's dry enough. Let's see what happens here. So there's the sticker for the sensor. Okay, now just starting this off is going to be a bit of a trick and the rest should be okay. Okay, I just kind of want to do this off camera. I want want to see what the heck I'm doing here. You can see how it's keeping the inside of that and the line fairly straight. It's not perfect, but hey, this isn't made in a warehouse. This is made in my living room here, so yeah, that's good. That's going to be good. Alright, so I'm going to continue taking that off, and we'll see how she turned out. Okay guys, she's starting to look good here. Now, that Marquee, if I catch it on the right angle, you can see how good it actually looks. Now I'm going to put, that's not like secure yet, but I'm going to put a bead of caulking around it. It's all lit up. The bezel, you can see behind the monitor, it's got fingerprints all over it. And I'm going to put a strip of caulking along the top too in black so you don't see that little bead of light. And you can see that you can't see behind the actual monitor. You can see our cutout for our sensors perfect. Okay, and all those fingerprints are on this side. Obviously I cleaned the TV and everything before I installed it. So yeah. So it's getting there, guys. It really is, okay? It's starting to look like a something anyway. Okay? Alright guys, well thanks for tuning in, and on the next episode we'll probably be putting some of the internal computer parts in, and I'm waiting for the controllers to still come off of eBay there, and hopefully we'll clean it up a little bit better here too, so it looks a little bit better. So yeah, it's starting to look a lot better there, guys. It's almost there, okay? It's a little bit of tweaking, and the front is looking really good actually. This Marquee's looking really good. There we go, that's the angle, guys. So yeah, she's looking really good. You can't see past the border of the TV here. It looks really good. Yeah, so anyway guys, thanks for watching this episode. Once I put a little bead of black silicone around the actual Marquee itself, it's you're not going to see any of that light coming through. Alright, thanks for watching this episode. Stay tuned to the next one. Okay, we'll be working on the computer next. This is Retro Pro Frank, and I'm out. Guys, thanks for watching the video. If you guys like this video, go ahead and press the like button below, and you guys can leave some comments below in the comments section of the video. Please share this video on Facebook pages to your friends and family, as well as if you guys like this video, please subscribe. This is Retro Pro Frank. Thanks for watching. I'm out.